And welcome back, everybody. All right, let's try this fourth round out for size. Won the die roll. How lucky. We're going to play first. This hand is definitely fine. Got that Siphoner on turn 2. Could just be, insanely good in certain matchups. Could be terrible. We're going to find out. All right. So far we have, for people just joining in, would be weird if you're only joining in for the fourth match, but recap, we have played Blue-Black Control, and we got smashed. That was a tricky match. That was a really tricky match. Really hard match when they're playing the summoning version and not the creature version. Really hard to beat that card. Then we played Grixis Control. Managed to squeak that one out with Argo's Bloodfast. Then we played Mono Black last round. That Walking Ballista was mainly the MVP here. Yeah, let's see what we got this round. I'm going to start with Fetid Pools. There's a greedy reason to play Swamp and Catacombs, but I don't know if it's correct. That's a great draw, because more than likely this first one's going to die, but that second one, hopefully lives, but that's a great draw regardless. Glint Sleeve Siphoners get much better in multiples. I would be completely content if there were 2 more on top of my deck. I think that's a recipe to win the game. Now, especially if he just answers back with his own Glint Leaf, which he did not. I could have went Fatal Push and Siphoner. That would have been insane. A greedier me would have been happier with all the land I drew. Maybe I shouldn't have played the pools. Okay, now I think I still play it. Hope he doesn't have a scatter. Essence Scatter would have been bad. Okay, so now that pretty much guarantees I get to draw a card next turn. And really just take over the game if he just goes like Champion. Yeah, it's going to be tricky for him from here. Champion does not line up well with Glint Sleeve Siphoners. Mostly because there's only one of them. And there's 2 Siphoners. And they have Menace. But it does dig to find Fatal Pushes, and that's important. Looks like we're going to be having the Stone Cold Mirror here. Discard is an answer for it right away. Yes, draw extra cards. I like it. Okay, Champion of Our Own is pretty good. So we're going to play that now. Normally I'd wait till second main phase, but there's nothing that affects our decisions here. Field of Ruins is almost a dead card here. So we're going to think about discarding that. Okay, so here we do want to make land drops. And Gifted Aetherborn is not necessarily anything we're too excited about. So I think the first removal is going to be a land for sure. So I think the first one's easy-ish. So now that I think about it, they could have Search for Ascantas, and we could draw a commit. So Field of Ruins could be relevant. It's a lot of coulds. So we're going to discard a Swamp for sure. And then I really think it's between Fatal Push, Gifted Aetherborn, or another land. We don't care about many creatures on his side right now. So I think we're going to discard this Fatal Push. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to play the Swamp. Attack for 4. Gain some energy. Hopefully at least one of those lives till next turn, so we can draw another card. I would assume one would live, but you never know. He could have just drew into 2 Fatal Pushes. And then we got a game. A game that I would consider myself behind. But he would be down to 3 cards, so it would be close. Yep, contempting one of them. I kind of anticipated that. Yeah, I think we have the card advantage, so we're going to attack. Ooh. See, now we get to put him in a very, very awkward position because he has to deal with Scarab God. So we get to have a Siphoner survive and draw another card. That's really all it is about, is if you can keep drawing cards off Siphoners, you're usually in a winning position. And we're cool with that because we're going to hit 7 first. We're drawing more cards. All right, now we're going to play Scarab God, which is almost for sure going to die. But we're okay with that because we're winning the game with this Siphoner. Okay, yep. As I anticipated. Now, draw a card. Champion. Chupacabra. Okay, so we want to play a land no matter what. So we're going to play this. Ooh, maybe we shouldn't have played that, because if we drew an Aether Hub, we would much rather play that. Didn't get punished. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6. So we want to keep one land. So we'll get rid of that. Now we have a choice between getting rid of Gifted Aetherborn or Chupacabra or Censor, in my opinion. Censor has lost its time, and we're actually not even going to be drawing a card next turn. So it might be right to just get rid of Censor here. Play a Gifted Aetherborn. Chupacabra is not very good either, though. Yeah, we're just going to get rid of... Got myself second-guessing myself. We could go Gear Hulk and Vraska's Contempt. That would be annoying, so I think that's enough reason to not want to play a 2-drop. And I think that's enough reason to get rid of it. Makes sense to me. We'll do that. Not sure if that's right. That's a tough one. But we are going to attack. Now if he just goes God, I probably just cycle Censor. Yep. Maybe we cycle it now just in case we draw a Essence Scatter. Nope, another Contempt is pretty good though. Now I think it might actually be the decent play to Chupacabra that and just tempo him out. Yeah, I don't mind that play. It also progresses our board. And then we can draw a card next turn if he tries to get cute and just play the Scarab God again. He may think we have no answer to it. But one thing I could be afraid of with this play is, let's say I don't draw another land. He Fatal pushes this. I mean, at this point I'm so far ahead that these scenarios might seem a little off the wall, but you got to think about these because this is the way you lose. The way I think I could lose this game is if he goes Scarab God here and has the negate and I don't draw another land. And I think that's, I mean, that's a realistic concern. So I didn't draw it, so I'm lined up to lose the game if this does not resolve, I think. Ugh. Yep, gotta pray. I think we put ourselves in a bad spot there. Yes. Oh, he was trolling. Okay. I was gonna say, because we could have left Chupacabra for the turn before. I had a knee-jerk reaction there. That could have been very bad. Okay, so we're gonna get these in there. Putting lethal on play next turn, and another Siphoner, just in case we want to draw another card. We have drawn 7 more Magic cards than our opponent. That usually gets you there. This should be a concession, unless he has Golden Demise main, which would be weird. Yeah, this looks pretty similar from what I could tell. Didn't see any Siphoners. Okay. So game 2, on the draw. Definitely don't want Aetherborns. Too many Essence Scatters, I think, is not good. So we're going to bring in the one Bloodfast. On the draw, I don't think we want both. Duress is a card that gets a little weird Don't really like that. Doomfall, I think, in the Stone Cold Mirror is a shining star here. I think it's very good. I think the other commit could be fine, but just fine. I think we take out 2 pushes. I really don't like a lot of counter matchup in this matchup. It might just be best to get our double Bloodfast on, but drawing that second one is so bad. So I think I'm gonna err against that. I think I might Essence Scatter. It is very, very important against Gear Hulks for them. Kind of like this. Yeah, Fatal Push is not a good card in this matchup, but on the draw is the only time I consider it because it deals with their Siphoners, which can be a problem. Like, if you can just go turn 1, Fatal Push your Siphoner, untap, play a Siphoner of your own, it gets to be very difficult for them. But I think this is what we want to do. We'll try it. All right, game 2, on the draw. I think this is a very skill-intensive and very fun matchup. Like, there's not many matchups I thoroughly enjoy, or many mirrors I like playing more than this blue-black mirror. It's just so fun. And I think this is fine. These champions fix your draw even if these Fatal Pushes are dead. I think we're just going to play Swamp here. We're going to really telegraph we have a Fatal Push, but oh, baby. He's got the dream. See, this is what I was telling you. This is what I'm telling you. This is one of the most important plays to do. Otherwise, he would just be taking over this game like we did last game. All right. I think we got to play one of these. Ship it back. Maybe he'll play another one, and we get to use these Fatal Pushes to max capacity. Oh, he was relying on that. Okay, so we got champions for days. Days, I tell you. So at this point, we're going to play one. And he does not have a 2-drop, so that Fatal Push is not great either. All right. So you almost always want one champion in the yard, like, right away. I think we are going to keep this Fatal Push. It's not great, but... Oh, we still want to be able to play champion next turn, so I'm not going to discard both. So I would like to just generally play one, I think. Maybe it's right to just discard both. And just really have the late game locked down, you know? But we don't have an answer for a Scarab God right now, so we need that. So I think I'm going to discard this and this. I'm going to ship the turn. We really want to find some Vraska's Contempt, because we could just lose this game by him playing a Scarab God next turn. Main phase Glimmer. Interesting. And he could easily go for it, because we're going to play a champion. So actually, I think we're, depending on this draw, we might not be in a good spot here. Okay, we're in a good spot. Oh, boy. I think we're going to discard Fatal Push and Aether Hub. Aether Hub, and then play a Fetid Pool. And get on in there. Now if he plays a Scarab God, we're going to Chupacabra it, but still a scary spot for us. Okay, he's taking a peek at our hand. Our hand is kind of Doomfall proof right now. Like, it's we're not gonna cry ourselves to sleep because of that Doomfall. A couple more land and we can recur that champion. And God forbid if these ones die. Search for Escanta. Ooh, Ballista for 1. Yeah, we don't care about that too much. He could soak up a full turn's worth of damage, but that's okay. Interesting. He's saying I want to keep that. Or he's saying I don't want to kill a champion at the moment. Does that mean I want to Chupacabra him? Probably not. No, I don't think it does. We're just going to say go. Still afraid of Scarab God here. Delaying it a turn with a commit is not great. It's the same as delaying it with a Chupacabra. If we had a Field of Ruins, we could shuffle it away. We're okay with that. We'll let him play around with those champions. That's not how we're... Another Ballista, huh? Yeah, we don't care about this kind of thing. I don't think Ballista is very good in the mirror. I mean, it deals with Siphoners with ease, but I don't think it's like the most game-winning thing. So now we're going to attack and then start championing every single turn. So eventually he's going to have to block. Or even if he makes 3/3 Ballistas, I'm still going to attack into him, you know? It's just good. Yep, we're okay with that. Now at this point, we're not even going to play Chupacabra. We just want to commit a Scarab God if he has it. And then just champion next turn. We want to be able to champion into a board that isn't going to lose us the game. Okay, he could have... Okay, I thought he was going to have God negate there. That would be bad. Discards 2 lands. So at this point, I cannot attack unless I'm just okay with it dying. Field of Ruins is pretty good. I'm going to champion immediately, see if he reacts in any way. A disallow or something. Oh, he can't even disallow. Okie dokie, we got stuff. So we're just going to discard 2 lands here. I don't think we want 2 Field of Ruins, but maybe we do, just in case. No. We'll get rid of that. Keep it Drowned Catacombs. Ship the turn. Yep, he's showing that he can block. Siphoner. We're not super afraid of that, but we also don't want him to start gaining cards. A play he could have did that I don't think he saw, he could have ballisted his own champion and then drew 4 cards. I think that is a much better play than playing a Siphoner here. Just putting a counter on now. Maybe contempting the other champion. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. So now we got options. I think the best play is to just bring back a champion. We don't want him to draw cards with Siphoner. I don't think that is the best play. I kind of like committing. This is a toughie. I really don't want him to be able to flash back a champion, but I think it's just going to happen. So I think this turn I play Chupacabra and commit something. Step one has to be get that Siphoner off the board, as much as I don't like it. I could hit the Ballista here. Nah, we're going to hit this. Now we could commit right now to that Ballista and see if he pings the champion. But the problem with that is I attack, he blocks with champion, and then he brings it back and he draws the Ballista. So, we got no attacks. We'll see what he has to say about that. No reason to do that at end step, but sure. We might just commit that champion token, let him draw cards, and then at least it's still a removal spell. The Ballista is annoying, but that's all it is right now, is annoying. It's stopping our Siphoner for now, but I don't think that's that big of a deal. Yep. Gotta let that happen. You know, now the scary thing is if he chains them together. Oof. Yep, that's not good. He's doing what we're doing. So now I think we got to try to get aggro on this guy. We're going to commit this token. We're going to start attacking. And we're going to also bring back a champion. All right. We'll start by doing that. Maybe we'll get our last champion. That would be nice. Okay, I do want to play a land. For sure discarding this. Oh, that's tough then. Maybe I just get rid of Siphoner. It could be really good though. Supreme Will is probably not the best anymore. I think we'll get rid of Supreme Will. Okay, we'll attack. Playing a Search for Iskanta is pretty good, because we don't have to flip it until we destroy his Field of Ruins. So this is 6 damage if he doesn't want to do the block, double ping, Chupacabra play, which would be very tempting if I were doing that. Yep. So now we actually get to Siphoner. Can he go? No, he can't go Scarab God and return. That would be devastating. All right. So now I think we're just going to get a Siphoner down. We're going to go aggressive since we can draw a card. All right. So he can champion, which he's probably going to do. Ooh. That's a good magic card. That will be a card we'll have to kill. Draw a card. Ooh, baby. Okay. So, we got a mad amount of options. The only thing here is we just got to sit back and make the correct play because we have this win. We just have to not screw it up. I think we start by doomfalling his hand. That leaves us with 7 mana. We could go Doomfall, Liliana, and search for Azcanta, and just attack Liliana. You know, like we're not in any huge hurry. But we do want to see his hand. That's first and foremost. We'll do this, we'll do this, and this. I don't think we want to use Field of Ruins, but we might. We just don't want him to have a negate. Jace's Defeat. Jace's Defeat only hits search for Azcanta. That might be enough to care. So next turn. Yeah, these Vraska's Contempts. Well, Vraska's Contempt is annoying, so I'm just going to take that. Yep. Okay, so we know his hand is land, Jace's Defeat. So I think we are going to destroy his Field of Ruins and then play Liliana. Now we are vulnerable next turn to him just going top decking Scarab God, playing it and flashing back something. But I don't think we lose, but it would be bad. It would be very bad. So we're gonna get this Liliana. Jace's Defeat won't do anything. We're gonna bring back this Ravenous Chupacabra. That's why I love these 1-ofs. There's random gameplay situations like this that are just so important. We're going to kill Liliana. It's too important. We're so far ahead on board. Okay, I think he just has to draw Scarab God here, and he did not. Another Field of Ruins. Okay, so he's drawing cards. Alright, discarded land. So he still has that Jace's Defeat. And that. I think he's just dead, right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, he's dead. Game over. This was a nicely played game, if I may say so myself. Contempt. Contempt. We'll play the search for Azcanta for Rubbins. All right. Oh, that was a nice one. That was a nice one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for watching. I love bringing you this content. I love making videos, you know, talking through the thought process that goes into making these and goes into just, you know, leveling up your game, you know, whether or not you're trying to become... you're trying to get on the Pro Tour, whether you're trying to win your next FNM, whatever you're trying to do, analyzing plays that you didn't necessarily see before is the first step to really becoming a better player and being able to recognize when you made a mistake and correct yourself to it. I think that is like the biggest lesson you can learn, and I really hope that I can provide some of those lessons for you. So. Once again, as always, please comment in the comment section. Try to respond to them as fast as possible. And thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, guys. And stay tuned. Until next time. Bye.